Hello there, Mr. Piers Morgan. I'm Taff. I'm a blogger. I'm a proud Welshman, and I support my local Welsh hometown football club, Newport County. So I'm making a video now today, even though you probably have better things to do with your life than to watch some simple Welsh blogger make a video for you. This is a response to the criticism of the homecoming parade that we held when we came back from the Euros, the Euro 2016. At the end of the day, I quite like you. I mean, I got a lot of respect for the fact that you're controversial. I'm controversial. I like to get controversial on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, and you speak your mind. And I very much speak my mind. That's kind of why, when I blog, people actually enjoy watching it. I don't care if I upset anybody. I'll just speak my mind. So yeah, I suppose we've also got a lot to be thankful for. At the end of the day, Stavros Flatley and Susan Boyle made onto the scene. Partly because of you. The journalistic campaign against Sven-Goran Eriksson you were a part of, which pretty much destroyed any chance England had of winning the World Cup in 2006 before they even kicked the ball. And who can forget, you got the scoop of the century when you gave the Globe, the anticipated inside story of Peter, Andre and Jordan's wedding and their marriage. So everybody wanted to know everything about that. And like I say, you got a lot to be thankful for. You're a pioneer, my friend. You're an England fan, obviously. You're English, and you're an Arsenal fan. So being someone that's used to a team with high expectations, underachieving, you're used to failure. So I can imagine you're quite a bitter person when it comes to football. I mean, you're part of the media at the end of the day. You are pretty much the downfall of English international football. The media, the press. You're pretty much the downfall of it all. I'm going to talk to you a little bit of why we're proud of our Welsh football club. I don't think you quite understand Welsh pride. We take an awful lot of pride in everything that we're good for, which is an awful lot of things. But I'm not going to go into the list about that. I'm going to go into the football. 5 years ago, we were 114th in the world. That was behind Faroe Isles, of all nations. The Faroe Isles, we were behind them. Gary Speed took over the manager's job, brought in a completely new era to Welsh football, Welsh international football, brought in great staff, started playing younger players, and started getting some football and some belief back into Welsh football. And obviously, unfortunately, Gary left us, and Chris Coleman took over. And to be honest with you, basically this is a lifetime of Welsh people expecting never to see Wales play in an international tournament. I mean, to be honest, did anyone ever think Wales were ever going to qualify for a tournament? Obviously, we hoped, we dreamed, we wanted it, but we could never really say we ever expected it. So now, we're now 10th in the world. We qualified for our first ever tournament, and for us, enough was just being there. I mean, we're a nation of a population of 3 million. I mean, England got more than 10 times the population. A much bigger league. Obviously, I know we got some teams in your league, but still, for us to make a semi-final of an international tournament, to beat a nation like Belgium, to finish top of our group. I mean, we're a nation who now believes this amazing football team has brought an entire nation together. They work hard. They play for the shirt. They play with their hearts. And just seeing that alone is enough for us to want to be proud. Now, when they make a semi-final and narrowly miss out, being beaten by the eventual winners of the competition, narrowly, I know it was 2 goals, but it was still a narrow. There was nothing really in the game up until they scored those goals. But even then, after that, we were unlucky, we can say that much. I'd say your mate, Aaron Ramsey, his handball is pretty much the one thing that cost us, because we missed him awfully. So, like I say, 110% for the shirt, for the Dragon, for Wales. We're proud people, we're proud of what they did, and the fact that hundreds of thousands of people turned out to come and welcome them home the way that they did just shows what kind of pride we have. I mean, it's something you might want to maybe take a step back and consider. You know, having a little bit of pride in what's good about everything around you. You know, I mean, you know, you fly back and forward from Britain to America. I mean, no one even knows where you even want to live now. You know, you're an Englishman. You know, and there's plenty of English people that are proud of what they do, but the hype of expectation on you, obviously a semi-final wouldn't be nothing that you'd want to celebrate. I mean, you know, you wouldn't want to party like it's 1990 or anything, would you? Jesus. I mean, if if you can see that your nation, you know, your footballing nation has given everything for you, and that's exactly what you know, I'm Welsh. They have played and represented me and everyone else in Wales, and they have done us absolutely proud. And like I say, hundreds of thousands in the street. I mean, it would have been a lot more if it wasn't for the fact it was in the midweek, and it wasn't at a time where people would have been working and stuff like that. Just maybe learn to take a little bit of pride in your own things, maybe, mate. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, this has brought a bit of a sour taste, you know, from the Welsh people. You know, whenever they mention your name, but you'll bounce back. I mean, you got beat up by Jeremy Clarkson. You know, you're hated by Aaron Ramsey. You're hated by Jennifer Aniston, and obviously, you come back from Ian Hislop. You come back from Clive Anderson, and the fact that you were part of the Sun in 1989. You know, you don't really hear many people from Merseyside mention that. At the end of the day, you're still famous and you're still admired. So take a bit of pride in that, I would as well, Piers. So yeah. By the way, no photographers around my house, and don't be trying to hack my phone. Thank you. Thank you, Piers. I hope I get some sort of response from you. Cheers.